Welcome, guys. I was going to show you some Monster Hunter Wilds gameplay of me. I'm pretty good. Hopefully I get hot right away. Hopefully I can get warmed up pretty quick. Normally it don't take long. And I figured I'd make a video on it. This is my first run. I can't get the... Hold on, I'm trying to get this for you guys to see it pleasantly. Oh, good. I didn't click on it. Oh well. I have a dual monitor setup, so if I don't click on the monitor I'm using, it doesn't respond. I'm gonna fix it here in a second. Let me just get loaded in here. Yeah, as you can see, I got the Omega armor set. I'm fully transcended. I am sword and shield main. I started on this game as a longsword main, believe it or not. But then they kind of changed it. If I recall off of it, they did a nerf, and I ended up getting off of it because of that. And I kept hearing about Sword and Shield, how good it was, you know. So I wanted to try it. I never tried it on Wilds or World in Iceborne. In that game, I did longsword and I did light bowgun. I got really good at light bowgun. I used the sticky ammo. If you guys know about that, it was chef's kiss right there. Until like the end game monsters, obviously, you know, that kind of changed stuff because obviously Elemental on it with Elytron and some other ones. But I'm gonna jump in. I should hold it. Yeah, I can at least do one match here, so I can do the recording here. So I got all my stuff saved here. I'm just gonna throw this on just to get my stuff going here. Let's see what we can fight. I want to fight one of the best ones. So I beat Savage Omega, I think 40 times, maybe 41. I'm not exaggerating, something like that. I know there's a counter on here, but if you know, those actually count all the species, so it's not a fair count. You know, I'm being honest with you. I think it's about 40. And then 10-star Gog, I've beaten him, I think 5 times. The best time, I think, I have it on my phone. I took pictures of every single one of them, of screenshots to make sure. I know I have a 26-minute marker one. I think it's 26 minutes and 10 seconds. I hit 2 of those at that mark, and then the other ones, I think 3 of them were at 26 minutes. I can't beat that mark for some damn reason. So that's my goal for him, is to get lower than 26 minutes. And then for Savage Omega, I got him down to 14 minutes and I think 10 seconds, something like that. I got pictures of that one too. Of course, I'm playing with randoms, and I'm going to show you this. All my times and my fights have been with randoms. Yes, I do pick and choose and try to figure out the best team here. So like this one here, obviously Savage Omega, you can see. We got, you know, Gunlance. He's 143. He has Gunlance though, you know. Could he be good? Yeah. Is he probably? Probably not, you know. I don't want to chance that. He could be good, you know. He could be playing on the other games like we have done, but since this game's been out for a little bit, I'm hesitating. There's this one, but you can see it's manual. It's 24 minutes in. They ain't gonna get me in there. There's no point. I've done all these. I'm gonna show you in a second. I was trying to get into a match here. I was gonna show you my shit, but it looks like here. We'll just do that first then.
Of course. Come back anytime.
So I'm going to show you my gear. First I'll show you my Hunter ID. I'll start there. Hunter profile. So as you can see, I got the badass, you know, title there, which is, you know, the GOG title on it. Like I said, I beat him 5 times on it. I got all the good titles. I'll show you them. So you can see, here I'll move it. You can see there's mine. And when you get it, it just looks like that, completed, blah blah blah. And there's that one. That's the other badass one. That's the big 4. You know that one. There's the stories one. There's the big 3 with all 3 of them. I got all 3 of those. I got all of them. You can see that one, that one. That one, so we got that. And then the badass one. All these are good, really. And of course, I got the Omega ones. kind of weird if I didn't. Huh? But these are the badass ones, you know. If you see this one here, that one, any of these three here, and the Omega ones, you know that dude's pretty good. And then I'll show you. Okay, let me put this back now. So that's that. You can see my armor there, but now I'm going to show you my actual setups here. So for my actual weapons here, this is for my. I'm going to show you my GOG setup here, because this one's very specific, and I think people can it can help people here. So for one, look at my elemental. You got to pull that shit up high as possible. And you can see right here it's at 460, but I have it at 612. I'm going to show you here. I really want to do it like this. But that's for what that one is right there. The main thing is I'll go through it. The main thing is when you do your weapon on it, I would say probably do the elemental one on it for him specifically only. Everything else attack on it. But for my setup here, I'll say I got fire, I got dragon. They are set up. Let me see here if I can find that. Okay, they're right here. So you can see this one's attack, attack, attack on that, and you could actually throw this an element on it. So that's where I'm getting at. I think this could be interesting, but with that part, I think you have to on it. So it'd be attack, 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 or you do affinity and kind of bump that up through the element too. So, but I got a different way for the crit chance here. Also, you can see I'm using Ray Dow. I'm using level 4, so I got 3 piece for the armor set, and the fourth one is for the actual weapon itself. That completes the 4 set. At the bottom, you see elemental, element, sharpness, affinity. All that shit goes right in, to the element. Sharpness always helpful. Affinity helps to the element too as well. Beautiful. I got fire attack, level 3. I got dragon attack also, level 3. I got critical element, level 3. I use guard up level 3. I'm a big fan of that on it. You'll see why when I start fighting. Handicraft as much as possible. I do got guard. Don't really need it. Weakness exploit. There's reasons for this. So the reason why is because Ray Dow has, what is it, 40%? Damn, I had these numbers all set. This is all set up perfectly. As best to my ability here. But hold on. Let me damn if I remember the actual numbers. I think it's 40%, right? No, that's the Omega one. Omega is 20 and 40. This is like 60. I think it's like 40 or 60. I think it's like 60%, some shit like that. It's really high, but there's a good downtime. Well, the thing is, though, I'm using level 4. So this downtime drop, you get it extended. And I believe it's still a 2-minute downtime, but it extended longer. So this is the best setup for Ray Dow. You get what I'm saying? The reason why I did that, though, instead of all my other setups, and you'll see all my other setups literally the opposite of this almost, is just because of the way the fire and all the resistance stuff. This was a little bit better for the setup for this. So I wasn't completely just element resistant, ridiculous, like, off, I was trying to make it the best I could with the fire and everything else. So this is the best. And you'll see, I know it says 6, but you're going to have the food booster and other stuff, so that's only for this armor. Of course, you got shockproof stuff, destroyer, but the main thing is constitution, latent power ups level 3, which helps with Ray Dow, maximum might, absolutely for sword and shield, level 3, that gives you 30%, big, agitator, important. For my other builds, actually agitator is even more important, and the reason being is because crit chance only hits at 100%. Once you hit it beyond 100%, you are losing what you're doing. You are literally wasting a gem, a jewel, whatever, you're fucking it all up. Change it to something else that's going to be useful. Make sure you go through it. I've been victim to this to myself. Make sure you go through it. You might have an extra one that you don't need, and you could have put something else on. I've done it myself, even. And I've played through 3 damn Monster Hunter games, especially if I go through the build fast. Of course, you got Vague Window. That could be helpful. Not necessary. Stun resistance, if you can get that to level 3, that's, chef's kiss. I put it at 2 just because the way my build's set up. I think it was because of shock absorber. That was the reason why. If not, that'd be a level 3. Part breaker level 2, absolutely necessary. Evade extender level 2, absolutely necessary. Burst level 1, absolutely necessary. Stamina surge level 1, I would say bare minimum. Other ones I have level 2 even. Of course, shock absorber. Other ones I use the gore pants so I can use flinch free. But for this one, I actually have this on it. This setup is very, very good. As you can see, my sharpness, my white sharpness is very good too. It's up there. So I'm not sitting here babysitting my damn sword all the time on it. This is the best setup I have found for this fight. And I got one for each one. I got for Shia, for Jin, I got one for Omega. Fuck, I can't remember what this one is. This has to do with something. Don't even really use it. That's Udra's. That's the monkey one that blasts, the fire and all that shit, that's him. Then the thunder, water, fire resistance, so the regular shit, bleed, dragon, sleep, poison. That's my, for the extra defense there for divine blessing and stuff. So I don't even use the gather stuff. This stuff's older, but I got other ones. I've messed with quite a few builds. So I've done dual blades, bow, great sword, mostly sword and shield. But the ones I really tried was long sword, this one here, bow, and dual blades. Alright, so you get at least a rundown. There's more, but I don't want to bore you with this too much. I am running on auto HDR. That's the reason why this looks so beautiful. So I am running on auto HDR here. We'll jump on this dude here. So this is Gog. He's level 500. He's running a great sword and a gun lance. Hopefully he's good enough on skill level. We'll find out. And I'll show you how I do it. Beginning of the fight, I pretty much stay right in front of him. I use fire for a little bit, and then I switch to dragon. Depending when that oil stuff starts drying up, you know. I'll let you know when I actually do the switch. We got 56, so we're good there. Let me just make sure all my shit's ready. So that's there. And this is for Gog here. I even have them set for the big guys. I even have those set too. Make sure you have all your buffs and everything. So I do both drink buffs. That's set here. And then both seeds. So I use all 4 of these on top of that. You know, obviously the drink, you know, so you're not dealing with the heat and all that stuff unless you use the other stuff. You know, there's armor and other stuff you can use. You can even, there's even one for the food that can take that away too. So there's other ways of doing it. Alright, here we go. I'm gonna show you. Let me load it in. Okay, cool. It loaded pretty quick. First thing, I always go run over here. See, he's already underneath of it. Nobody's done it yet. I was trying to hit that. See, we fucked up. This is so stupid. I was trying to hit that at the beginning. Alright, we got 2 hit markers on. 3. I'm sorry, guys. 4. Yeah, we did good there. I was trying to get it early. Normally I wouldn't get hit like that. I wasn't expecting to get whacked. But anyway, so it's basically like a dance. You're gonna come in, you know, you block it, you flow through here. Just make sure he's gonna spit here, block it. You can roll. You don't need to stand there. Once you block that, just roll right out. Just hold R2. Whichever button. I'm using Xbox controller. I don't know why I said that. Block that, roll out. I always go straight to his face. So you can see, I'm always right here in front of this damn thing. This is for stage 1. And then this is basically what I'm doing the whole time. And then I'll let you know when I switch to dragon mode here.